Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with a 30-minute Yin Yoga flow for sciatica. That means to prevent, also to relieve sciatica. To make sure that you consult your doctor before you start any movement, any exercise again. As always, I won't be playing any music. I don't know about you, but I love playing my own music when I do yoga. So I like to have a blank canvas. If you would like some inspiration, have a look in the description of the video. For today's flow, you might not need any props, but I always have a bolster, a couple of blocks, and a strap next to me just in case. And we are going to start with a little breath work. I invite you to lie down onto your back, extend the legs. If you're struggling to keep the legs extended, you can use a bolster or blocks underneath the knees, or you can simply keep the knees bent and have the feet on the ground. Closing your eyes and start bringing your awareness to the breath. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, sending the breath to the belly and then to the rib cage before exhaling fully. And so if you haven't done yin before, we are working with the fascia, the connective tissue today. We're going to hold the poses a little bit longer. And when I work with Yin Yoga, I like to go for a negative breath, but you can just do normal breath if needed. For the negative breath, you are inhaling for a count of 6, for example, and then you're going to exhale for a count of 8. So we're going to start with this, but feel free to go for a normal breath if you don't like it. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up all the lungs. Exhale fully. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Lovely. Stay with the breath. The first position that we are going to come to is a figure of 4. If you want to do a pigeon instead, it will be a little bit more intense, but you can. Feel free to. But today I'm going to show you the figure of 4. It's a little bit more gentle on the lower back and so perfect for sciatica. I'm going to place both feet onto the mat with the knees bent if you haven't already. And then we bring the right knee to the chest. Squeeze the knee to the chest for a moment. Flex the foot. Then place your right ankle onto the left thigh. So coming into a piriformis stretch here. And you can stay here if that's enough for you. If you want to deepen the stretch, you're going to take the bind underneath the left thigh. And then use your right elbow to push the right thigh away from you. We're here for 3 minutes. You also have the option to use a strap if you'd like, instead of your hands. And you can close your eyes, focus on your breath again. First minute done. Resisting the urge of fidgeting here. I have to look at my watch, but if you can stay still, stillness to work on the fascia, the connective tissue. Go 1 more minute left. Last 30 seconds here. And slowly release. Place both feet onto the mat once more. And take a counter pose here. Any movement, maybe you want to move the knees from side to side. Maybe you want to bring the knees to the chest and hug the knees. Lovely. And coming back to a knee bend, feet on the ground. Let's go to the left side. Now bring the left knee to the chest. Squeeze the knee to the chest, flex the left foot. And place the ankle onto the right thigh. Again, option to stay here. Well, we're going to take the bind. And again, we're here for 3 minutes. I feel a bit different on that side. Maybe you're working with a little bit more of an injury on the left side, on the right side. It's okay. It doesn't need to be, we're not symmetrical, basically. So it doesn't need to look the same as the other side. It's nice to observe the different sensation from one side to the other, one day to the other as well. Non-attachment. 1 minute done. And 1 more minute to go. Lovely. One more breath here. Deep inhale through the nose. And deep exhale through the nose. Mindfully coming out of this stretch. And counter pose option to bring both knees to the chest. Or you can do your knees to the sides, whatever works for you. You can even take a child's pose if that is better for you. Lovely. And we're going to transition into a seated position for our second pose. And you've got the option here to sit on something if your tailbone is tucked under. So if your lower back is overly rounded already, you want to sit on something and move the fleshy part of the glutes away from the body. I like to use my bolster for this one. We're going to go into a caterpillar forward fold. But if you don't have a bolster, you can use blocks, pillows, blankets, whatever you've got around the house again. And when you're ready, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose, lengthen the arms. And on the exhale, folding forward, hugging the bolster or the knees, whatever you've got. We're here for 5 minutes this time. And start at 80% of your stretch, so it shouldn't be uncomfortable or not painful anyway. And then you'll ease onto the stretch. Just make sure that your feet are relaxed. This is not an active stretch, so we're not going to pull the feet. We're not going to try and keep the back straight. The back can be rounded. That's completely fine. And 90 seconds in. Let the body ease onto the stretch. So you're not forcing it. But once you feel a little bit more comfortable into the stretch, you can start maybe removing some props, or just moving them forward as I did. Sending the breath into the area where you feel the tension. For me, it's the back of my ankles and a little bit of my hamstrings. So let's send the breath there. We've got 2 minutes left here. Last minute. Deep breath here. Last 30 seconds. Nice, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Rolling vertebra by vertebra into a seated position. Let's place the bolster to the side of the mat. And then let's make our way into a child's pose here. Option 2, use a block here if you want to elevate the sit bones a little bit to release the lower back. Otherwise, if you can sit on your heels with the bum, sitting on the bum, extending the arms forward. Excuse me, I've got a little cold. Okay, we're going to move to our second to last pose. And we're going for a dragon this time. So it's always a pose for the yin version. Again, you can use a bolster, you can use your blocks. I'm going to use my bolster because I love using a bolster. We're coming into a tabletop. And then step the right foot on the outside of the right hand here. Option to drop the elbows. You can stay on your hands as well. And then we're here for 3 minutes. This is the most active stretch of the flow. After that, we're going back into a chilled one, so don't give up. And we're here 3 minutes. You can also use a block to support your head here. Make yourself comfortable, basically. The more relaxed you are, the more efficient your yin practice is going to be. In 1 minute. We've got 1 minute left. If you want to go a little bit deeper and get rid of the bolster or drop onto your elbows if you're onto your hands, feel free. Again, 80% of your capacity. We're working through the fascia today. This is not an active flow. Lovely. Slowly coming out. Bring your right leg back. Quick child's pose, maybe. And then we're moving on to the next side. Feel free to pause as well if you need a little bit more time in your counter pose here. Remember, this is your flow. Left foot steps at the front of the mat, nice and wide. And again, we're here for 3 minutes. Just make sure you're not too much on the kneecap here. And you've got the option to use a blanket underneath your back knee if it's painful. One more minute here. One and a half, sorry. Last minute here. Twenty seconds left. Deep breath through the nose. And slowly exiting this pose. We're taking a quick child's pose to reset the body. And transitioning on our back. And we're going for a spinal twist. Now, depending of your lower back, you might want to keep the knees together. This is going to be the most gentle approach. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you're going to extend the right leg. And then we're going to twist the left knee to the right. If you want to go for the deeper option, we're going to scooch the hips to the left a little bit and then bring the left thigh over the right before dropping the knees. Now make sure that the left shoulder is glued to the mat and bring the gaze towards your left hand here. You can support the knees if you'd like, and we're here for three minutes once more. Again, support the knees if you'd like. Bring cushion, blanket, whatever feels good. Remember, we're not forcing anything here. We're trying to relax. It's all about the breath. One minute. Make sure you keep the knees quite close to the chest on that one, so you don't want to end up with the knees under the hips. We've got about 50 seconds left here. Letting gravity do the work with the knees. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Slowly coming out. Unravel the legs. Then we're going to take whatever options you've taken on the other side to the right side. So I'm going to go right thigh over the left, but maybe you just want to twist the knees together. Make sure that you're looking towards your right hand. Glue the right shoulder onto the ground before you twist. And keep the knees close to the chest. And again, 3 minutes here. Last asana. One minute. The last minute here. Taking one more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Slowly bring the knees back to the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Wrap your arms around the knees. And make your way into your Shavasana. Again, you've got the option to slide some blocks underneath the knees or the bolster. Through with the blocks. Or to keep the knees bent and feet on the ground if you prefer. Close your eyes, extending the arms to the side. Thank you so much for joining the flow today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like more sciatica flow, drop me a comment and a like so I know what to film next. Have a lovely rest of the day.